cool. I will fill in for Rick. Hello.
All right. Set us off, Del Rat.
Yeah,
Let's
so
announce the players.
we got this guy. His name is Bass. He plays a guy that you may know, possibly Spinal. He's a very interesting character. Very cool design.
I've heard that this Bass fellow might be pretty good.
He might be pretty good.
Is that what the word on the street is?
He's pretty decent, I've heard.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
But Letalis, like we just saw, is absolutely no slouch. I think the interesting thing about this is that we mentioned before, and you guys saw it, that Bass does play multiple characters at extremely high level.
That's true.
So I'm curious if maybe he might want to go for Cinder for this fight.
It's absolutely possible.
Cinder is a... So yeah, Cinder is a character who is able to strip chunks from Aganos very effectively. Ooh. And apparently Letalis agrees and goes immediately to Gears of War General himself, General RAAM. His game plan in a nutshell, if you've never seen this character, he is basically SF4 Geep with a skin condition.
What are you talking about?
FADCs
original
and
character, do not copy, please.
Oh no, he's completely different. But if you just want to kind of understand his game plan, it is pretty good buttons into disgusting set play into the fastest command grab in the game.
Yeah, and then your health is just gone.
It's pretty good.
You get stomped a lot, you get stabbed, and yeah.
Yeah, Gears of War is a pretty serious universe, so RAAM is not here to play. And one of the things that we'll see is Spinal, you know, he's not typically known for having the best buttons in the game, but his jab and his stand heavy punch are phenomenal buttons. But I think something that we might see in this match is that Spinal might have good buttons, but RAAM has some amazing ones. As you can see, he is a giant character, which means that the range on his normals is very good, but they're also fast. And that's the first command grab. It will not be the last. Catches Bass trying to jump out probably there, and just like that, Spinal not the best character on knockdown, and he is getting oppressed right now. There's the FADC. And that krill that you see on that you saw on Spinal was actually doing damage over time. That is a poison debuff. You don't really want to have to hold that for too long. And folks, that command grab is 0 after the freeze, so if you didn't stop it before the screen froze, you just got grabbed and shanked.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very, very scary character to fight against.
Very nice anti-air by Bass there. Doesn't let Letalis jump for free, and that's going to be very, very important in this matchup.
Yeah, and you'll see his shadow meter is locked out right now. He's not building any shadow or instinct meter. Very important. Because you do not want Wham to shadow command grab you, or even use his instinct, which we haven't even seen yet.
And Bass did apply the instinct curse, so he's going to try and keep Letalis from building that meter, building that instinct. Oh, but gets caught on the pushing a button there. And you see Bass just holding up for dear life there, gets away with it. That's going to be down heavy, not a down heavy.
Yeah, so now we got the Krill Storm. You'll notice if you look at Bass's life bar, look at all that potential damage that's just accumulating. Oh, what's going to happen? One opener into a good ender. Oh, okay. This is a good situation.
Don't get it twisted, folks. This is almost a one-touch game right now until that potential damage starts going away. It's begun recovering pretty quickly.
Okay.
So Bass is about in the clear now, and you know he's just very happy about that. Gets away with a very cheeky jump in on that one.
Yeah, that could have been a really, really bad situation for Bass there. Easily like 70 to 80% of his life could have been gone.
Absolutely, and Letalis had the meter, so he could have done absolute disgusting things. Just like that, entry jump into command grab. If Bass gets touched again, decent chance he's dead. Bass has good reaction, so he just gets out of dodge. Spins a meter on a few more skulls.
Skulls everywhere.
And that's a good option by Letalis. That move is projectile invincible. And Letalis takes it, bounces Spinal off the floor like a ping pong. And
that was a scary match. There's definitely a few situations where Bass could have just died from any opening situation there.
And you know, that's the character, and that's what makes RAAM difficult. Traditionally, I guess the fight that you kind of want to be against RAAM is a character who doesn't have to get close to him at all. Spinal's not that character. Spinal has to contend with him. And And you see Base is afraid of those command grabs, so he's been holding up. He was holding up there as well. Just eats that stand fierce. I told you that button was pretty good, guys.
Yeah.
One adjustment I would like to see from Letalis is I feel like Base has been kind of getting to jump a little bit for free right now. And that's definitely something that RAAM can shut down. Uses the FADC to go in for the command grab. And damage over time incoming. Gets the guest break, but it's FADC goes to the other side. Letalis tried to cancel out of it. Gets hit, and this is bad times right now. And he is super dead. And good stuff for Base. He managed to do it without building instinct for Letalis. That was the dream. Runs directly into another Fierce, but Letalis is still cursed, guys.
Yeah, this is a really good situation for Base.
Finally lost the instinct cursed at least. Yeah, and there's another jump that we saw that didn't get checked. And another tick grab.
Got potential shadow command grab in play.
Very nice.
Super scary.
Air dive kick, and this is going to hurt. Spinal does hit very hard if he decides to spin his meter on damage.
Oh, he gets clipped. You couldn't even see what happened there. Got the curl storm completely covering the screen.
100% dead. He is totally dead.
And look at that life just go away.
Bam. Just like that.
Yeah.
General RAAM is absolutely terrifying once he gets you an instinct.
Yeah. It's super scary. You have all this potential damage just building up as he's doing the ender.
And that's the thing is that, you know, that shadow command grab, as he's stomping you guys saw that. That takes a long time to stomp the life out of you. And every time he's pausing to wait to think about how better to stomp you, it builds up additional white life that he then stomps out of you again. RAAM and Instinct is an absolute nightmare.
And just like that, I mean, we saw he was able to capitalize on just one situation there.
Single touch.
Yeah, and he was able to take 60% of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
General
did
RAAM is scary.
Absolutely scary. He can have a hard time getting in, which I imagine we will probably see in this fight. But against the character who kind of has to play footsies with him, who has to get in to run their offense, then he is very, very scary. Extremely good tools.
All right, so the Base needs to make something happen here. So, you know, this is losers top 8. If Base loses another game, this could be the end of the road for him.
And you know he is not quite ready to go home just yet.
And he has a bit of a road ahead of him, too. He's down 2 games. Let's see what his Shadow Jago can do. Nice. All right, let's see if he can get something going right here. He's going to knock him down. Goes away. I like this. Just keeping him away. Playing the zoning game right now.
And yeah, this is what we were talking. Against a character who has effective zoning, which Jago absolutely does, getting in can be kind of a chore for RAAM, and a very nice anti-air by Base there. That's not going to be a punish, but it is going to give him a chance to punish that blocked axe kick.
And we got, once again, all that potential damage is in play again, and he drops the combo. This is a really good situation for Base right now.
Yeah, the Curl Storm is going to end, and he will begin recovering potential life. And we saw that he can run away from RAAM very effectively, so I kind of doubt that Letalis will be able to catch him. But just like that, Letalis does walk him into the corner, gets the hit, but most of the potential damage was gone. Tried to throw a little bit too early there. Just wakes up with command grabs as it goes really far. And again, we see Letalis not quite anti-airing Base the way that he probably wants to.
We got a lot of fireballs in play right now. Letalis has to try to figure out a way in.
And gets the touch there, and that should be a dead character. Doesn't stomp him out. That would have killed, but gets the kill anyway.
Letalis can easily still do this. He almost has instinct.
Missed time. That is super unfortunate. That was a very nice punish there. Good block on that low. Oh, wow. From point blank range, that was super hard to react to. And again, damage over time, that hurts. Base gets the clutch breaker, though, in that situation. Finally decides to block after, you know, seeing him charge up.
Oh, he jumps out of the Shadow Command grab before he even came out.
I'm honestly not surprised. Base has been doing a tremendous...
Oh, no. This is not a good situation for Base right now.
Letalis backdashes. And then whiffs the emergence. This is kind of going to be tough to get a hit. Hold that chip. If he gets that meter, he will make you do it again. Backdashes at just the right time.
Oh my god, this is so close. Base's tournament life could be on the line right now.
And this should be done.
There you go.
RAAM doesn't have the tools at that range to get in without taking any kind of damage. So very nice adjustment by UA Base. It'll be interesting to see if Letalis decides to stick with RAAM. I'm guessing not. He went to character select awfully quick, and that fight looked very frustrating.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was just taking projectiles to the face for a good chunk of that match.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, you know, RAAM can't duck the air fireballs either, so he has to hold the block on all of that. Goes to the main man, Aganos, and you know, Aganos, he's got chunks. They pretty much blow through any other projectile in the game, just about. So he's got options if Base decides that he wants to run away. And you know, Aganos, once he has chunks, can kind of just do whatever he wants on Jago's knockdown. So we'll see if Letalis, by switching to Aganos, can close this out and bring himself one step closer to, you know, competing in, I believe, we'll be up at top 4 next for this tournament. So it's an extremely important match for both players. Base's tournament life.
Ready. Alright, here we go. Let's see what he can do.
And Letalis immediately loses both chunks. He'll get one here, though. Doesn't go for it.
But there's a wall in play, so you gotta always worry about that.
He wanted the Oki in that situation, but I feel like the chunk was maybe the better option.
See, did that break the wall? I think so.
It should have only hit the ground once, maybe twice. It should still be there.
Oh yeah,
Overhead chunk, Very nice throw tech. And again, and Base doesn't block this time. But Letalis doesn't get a combo off of it. That's unfortunate. Very nice jump on the command, on the normal throw.
Ooh, saw you try to flick him there. It didn't quite time it right.
Oh, very nice use of Shadow Roll there. And finally builds some chunks back. Oh, wow. Base just wakes up with Jago's fantastic heavy kick. And that's going to be meter. Jago is a resource-based character. You see that surge flashing down there. If he double taps when he does a special move, he does get EX special properties on those moves. Talos decides to throw it. Oh my goodness, that step kick is a problem right now. And this is gonna hurt. Jago does very good damage if he has the meter to dump into Shadow Fireballs like that.
Yeah, I mean, not only is he using, you know, some of his meter, he's also using some of Letalis' meter when doing that. He ends up linking together with the instinct mode there.
And then the shadows themselves only count half. And again, we see Letalis get a touch, but no confirm. I feel like you've gotta fix that. That's not a mistake that you can make against a player of Base's caliber. And Base is just not going to let him chunk. But I feel like he is putting his life in his hands if he throws a fireball at this point. Peacemaker pretty good.
There we go.
And Letalis can totally do this. He just needs to get one good sequence. Oh,
this is going to be a punish.
And opener into Ultra.
All right.
Base equalizes.
Base manages to stay alive in the tournament. Now it's 2-2 apiece.
This is going to be kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Letalis had some chances there and maybe just missed out on some confirms. That's very uncharacteristic of him as a player. Yeah, Jago has really fast heavies, and Base is making such good use of it right now.
Oh, that heavy punch is so good.
It's so beefy. And you see Base just fishing with that step kick. And just dashes into getting dunked there.
Ooh, whiffs the throw.
I like the way that Letalis has changed the cadence of the match, though. It's a very nice adjustment. It doesn't get the confirm again. That's so unfortunate. Gets the flick, but loses the chunk for it. I don't think that's a good trade. He's going to build that chunk back. Yeah, he wants that. Oh, man, this is so tense.
I'm loving the way Letalis is playing right now.
Oh,
but he's
get out of here.
He's getting closer and closer to the corner.
Very nice throw tech.
There you go.
Goes for the chunk.
I like it.
And gets out of dodge immediately. Says, I've got tools to chip you out from here. Maybe a medium rock. Or not. He can get as many chunks as he wants now. That is not good for UA Base. Decides that he wants 3. And as you may be noticing if you're watching at home, those chunks do slow down Aganos. He moves slower for every one of those that he has.
Oh no, that was a really bad shadow counter right there. But
so that's gonna hurt that's gonna do wall damage, which is good for oh my goodness, that's gonna combo. And Letalis is in a good position. He can just get, all right, this will destroy the wall if he doesn't break this. And that wall is gone in the background. Yeah, Base did that from very high up, so he was not safe on that jumping pizza cutter.
Yeah, I think he was definitely predicting a fireball right there. Acted a little premature.
And Letalis tried to use the heavy Peacemaker. It is slow.
Oh, no.
I really wish he had just thrown the Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would have hit in that situation. He wanted to end the life on that one. Goes for the full screen ruin. It's not in time, and he has no chunks, so that's not great for him.
Base's tournament life is on the line right now. What's gonna happen?
That shadow counter, though, folks, this is not over. This is UA Base. Into hard knockdown. What's the mix-up?
Base is still in this.
And a reset. This is not good. Letalis does have instincts. If Base lets him get it, that is going to hit.
Okay.
Fantastic option there. He saw Base going in the air. Shadow Roll has a very high hitbox and it clips Base immediately. He's got no time to go into a teleport. And just like that, folks, Ultra Arcade Base will be ending his tournament road here at CEO 2018. LETALISVENATOR moves on.
What a great match.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
And Letalis will be playing, I believe, Nikki on the opposite side of this bracket. But we've also still got Z-Train and Thompson waiting on the winner's side. And we saw a very strong play from both of those players. So I am really, really interested to see how that